Madden NFL 23. And we've got CeeDee Lamb. Always need eyes on him. 4th most catches in the NFL. It's the Saints and the Browns, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New Orleans Saints and the Cleveland Browns. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Browns in this matchup. Their offense is a unit that's not afraid to take chances out there, but not always for the better. What do you see them trying to do here?
I think they'll continue to take those chances, Brandon, but to me, they have to do it in a measured way. And what I mean by that, they can't just come into a game and throw caution to the wind and just say we're going to run a bunch of gadget plays, a lot of reverses, end arounds, all of those things. They've got to identify the spots where they want those plays to pay off, which means you have to set them up, and then when they present themselves, take full advantage.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by last season's comeback player of the year in his 3rd season now. It's Joe Burrow.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
Boy, left that first defender grasping at air as he winds up getting a full 8 yards on that play. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by a man who needs no introduction. One of the most exciting players in all of sports. Now in his 6th season out of Texas A&M, Patrick Mahomes.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and rankings, they don't matter to him very much, but I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number 1, including himself.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes over the middle. He gets it to Patterson. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Going deep for Hopkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's Jackson. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On second down, Eckler. And he's able to get out to the 32 right down there. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Graham has puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis.
7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And now they will throw it with Burrow.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. Burrow will throw.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 5 catches, 63 yards.
Look, I know everybody wants to be number 1 in everything they do, but he's number 2 in the league in receiving yards. That's a strong number, a strong year, and they want that to continue.
Again, it's Burrow.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this Browns defense stands tall. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st down, going back to Patterson. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. The Browns at 11-3 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This to Jarwin.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This one to Jarwin over the middle. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10, it's Patterson.
Oh, look at the juke. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
Again, Patterson.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
43 yards on the ground for him so far.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Browns. Blake Jarwin, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's 1st score here this afternoon.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Will Lutz on for the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it was Blake Jarwin, the tight end, who had the touchdown catch to cap it.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
It'll be a gain of just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now. Here's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The do-it-all weapon, Cordero Patterson, coming back out.
And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Well, a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On play action, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Outright completes it to Jarwin.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Patterson running between the tackles. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Well, a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. That is caught inside the 5.
Well, the Browns are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Blake Jarwin with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yes, multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays.
And it was Blake Jarwin, the tight end, who had the touchdown catch to cap it.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This one fielded at the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The New Orleans offense set to take over.
And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They go play action with Burrow. Going deep here for Watkins. That's caught at the 25.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw, because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
And that ball traveling 68 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. It's Eckler again. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
That's about what you would expect, since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Burrow.
He's got Tunyon complete over the middle.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Burrow looking to pass. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Gano's kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback. The do-it-all weapon, Cordero Patterson, coming back out.
The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. They had not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Mahomes now to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Here's Jake Camarda now.
On the return, Jackson. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 34. Eckler now between the tackles. Good move at the 30.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And this is caught by Watkins.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. Draw play, it's Eckler. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 4th down, here's Joe Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. 2nd and 5 now. Mahomes. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. Mahomes now on 1st down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Some great games coming up on Sunday, highlighted by a 1 o'clock matchup in Miami. A good test for the Dolphins as they'll take on the always tough Green Bay Packers. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Denver Broncos. Then on Sunday night, wrap up your Christmas day with a great one in the NFC. The Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern Time. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Saints. And they did have some success running the football in those first 2 quarters. And that might be something they continue to work on as they try to get back in this game. Meanwhile, for the Browns, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the 3rd. Second half will start with a run by Patterson. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First target, first catch, and a first
zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with him. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there, let him go get it.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Eckler, they run left side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running on first down, Eckler. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Once more, here's Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It goes a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. Results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He gets it to Cooks. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now Mahomes. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he fires one, but incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now. as he's on here to punt it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now it's Burrow. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
First down, here's Burrow.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And they go play action now. Burrow. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Khalid Kareem. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Burrow. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. David Ojabo in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and 3rd and 8 now. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He'll get this to Eckler, and he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. The handoff, it's Eckler.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On the give, this is Eckler. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. One quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And one more time, that's Watkins.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. 2nd and 6.
And Burrow going to throw again. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Burrow will throw. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Now Burrow on 1st down.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Give him 2 on the play there. And that leads to New Orleans first down. Now Eckler. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. Here is Eckler. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. On third down, Burrow. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. O'Shane Zimmerman. And they're to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Cleveland offense making their way out. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. This to Jarwin. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. They'll give it to Patterson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The Browns on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Mahomes going to throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And that's complete to Cooks.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Back to the ground now. Patterson.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
They'll run with Patterson.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, let's go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete here on target to Tunyon.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They will throw on first down with Burrow.
Open man. He completes it to Judy. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 36, Burrow. And his throw is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Now Burrow. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps that are across the middle. 2nd down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And down inside the 15 he goes. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Throwing, Burrow. Over the middle, complete to Judy.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Gano the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it's capped off by the touchdown run from Jerry Judy.
Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He'll take this to the 46.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Patterson running between the tackles.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So for the Browns, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Commanders.
Meanwhile, for the Saints, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.